Hello, all you beautiful people on the internet. It is I, Nexion Striker, here back again for another video, specifically another video on Young Justice Outsiders or Young Justice Season 3. And today we're going to be discussing the Batfamily in Young Justice Season 3 because, my goodness, a lot of Batfamily in Young Justice Season 3, am I right? It's awesome. I really love the universe world building, or whatever you want to call it, that the team has done. The plans are definitely there. They're going to be doing a lot of stuff with him in the future. So I think it's going to be awesome. So let's talk about it. So first, the most obvious one, Nightwing. Still, Dick Grayson. He's a little bit older. He's a little bit wiser. I really love what they did with him in this season thus far, where because of Wally, it's his best friend, he dies, and he's really depressed, and he's, I don't know what I'm going to do. He doesn't want to take on a team, and then later on he takes on a team. And I just really love what they did with him, and especially the Nightwing and Oracle relationship. Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, whatever you want to call her. What they did with her in this season was exceptionally good. Because really, if you look at season 2, Batgirl really didn't do much of anything. I mean, let's just be honest. She was one of those characters that, yes, she was here or there, but she didn't really do a lot. And it's kind of unfortunate because she is a good character. And so with season 3, we were all kind of hoping, maybe some of those characters who didn't get to do as much can do more stuff in this one, And so I think the choice to make her Oracle, which, obviously she does become Oracle, it made sense. It was good, and now she can basically be in every episode without actually being in every episode. And you get a lot of touching moments between her and Nightwing and the relationship. And, if you're a fan of the comics, it's so good. It's like the best stuff from the comics brought to animated form. They've never done this before in anything, live action, animated. It's only been in the comics, and currently they're not together, I think. So, they always like to do that. It's like with Batman and, I guess, Catwoman. They always like to play, they really like each other, but, they're not going to be together. They're just close, It's stupid. But anyway, I guess that's how they sell comics. They keep kind of teasing it so people will read and then, oh, nope, just kidding. Whatever. So, anyway, Nightwing and Oracle, excellent, perfecto. Nightwing showcasing to the new generation, how to use their powers and training them and doing all this undercover stuff with Batman. Awesome stuff. Being his own leader in his own right while letting, who is it that leads the Young Justice team? I believe it's McGann, or is it Aqualad? No, I guess it's Aqualad, isn't it? Well, Aquaman now, I should say. But anyway, so those two are, more senior members. And then we have, let's see who else is. Jason Todd. He's a big one. Jason Todd, we were expecting him to show up in Season 3 because of him being a ghost, I guess, or, a little hologram in Season 2 is honoring the people who died. It's like, well, why would you have him in there if you weren't going to use him? And then, yes, he is being used. He is with the League of Assassins or League of Shadows. I forget what they call him in Young Justice specifically. But he's in there. It looks like he has amnesia and he's dressed like a ninja, but that's really promising that he's going to be a big point in this season. I think that's awesome. They're going to have him and Tara kind of doing their own little identity thing, and it's going to be a big deal, and it's going to have a lot of emotional trauma and just really good drama, for Young Justice and really just comic book stuff in general. So, Jason, great character. Look forward to him being the Red Hood and maybe being a part of the team, or maybe just a part of his own little outsiders group. They could do the whole Jason, Starfire, and Red Arrow sort of thing. They could, if they want to. Hopefully it'll be better than the comic, because the comic was, it wasn't good. But anyway, Red Hood, promising, definitely a fan favorite character, especially since another Red Hood came out. So we'll have to wait and see what they do with him, but I'm hoping that we do get to see a Red Hood versus Batfamily fight. That would be freaking awesome. Obviously he couldn't fight Oracle. I guess she'd be kind of the technical support, but him getting to fight against Nightwing and maybe, some of the other new ones, Orphan and Stephanie Brown. I don't know if she's considered Batfamily yet or not, but, her and then Tim Drake, Robin, I think seeing all of them fight against each other would be awesome because the fight choreography with the Batfamily is always exceptional. So fingers crossed. I really look forward to that. Some good old Jason action, because we haven't had any. We had him in, Arkham Knight, and I think that was it. It's kind of a shame, but, whatever. I guess they're going to use him more in the future, but for now, he's just basically in comic books, more or less. So, anyway, next person, Tim Drake Robin. Tim Drake, you guys know, my favorite Robin, probably him as Robin, I should say. My favorite character would be Dick Grayson, but I like Tim as Robin. I think he's the best actual Robin, if that makes any sense. Like him in the Identity of Robin, he was the best character, I guess, Because, Dick Grayson, he was kind of more of the jolly guy, and he was more in the age of it was a different era, obviously. Jason Todd was the brat, Damian's the brat, so really Tim's the only one that's been, like, a really good character to me as Robin. Not that the other ones are bad, it's just that he's the best. My opinion, of course, but anyway. So, Tim Drake, a little bit older. He's got the hood get-up going on, which kind of confused people. It's like, is that going to be Damian, or is that going to be Tim? But, it's Tim. He hasn't really had much to do, but he is a part of Batman's sort of coalition to leave the league and leave the team and be underground and all this cool stuff. So it's cool to see him at least a part of that and do some other cool stuff. But we haven't really seen him do much, unfortunately. I hope that he gets more attention, because in Season 2, there wasn't really a lot of Tim in Season 2, which is unfortunate, because, he's a good character and he's cool, so I would love to see him do more. I believe in Season 2 he was a newbie, so now he's a little bit more experienced, and I guess he's leading his own little team of Orphan and Stephanie Brown, and I forget, who else is it? Is it just those two? I feel like there's more, but anyway. He did a little covert mission, and they were on his team, and he's leading that, so that's cool. And he's working with Nightwing and working with Batman to try and figure out what's going on with this metahuman trafficking. So it's promising. We could see more Tim Drake in the future, I hope. But you never know. So next one. I guess Stephanie Brown. So Stephanie Brown, which is spoiler, very cool. But again, this is another character that they haven't used. They just kind of threw her in there. And she's a cool character. I want to see them do more with her. She's going to be a love interest, I would assume, for Tim at some point, because he's still with Wonder Girl, but, Tim and Stephanie are like Dick and Barbara, you kind of have to have them together. They're just kind of destined to be together, so I assume at some point they're going to do that love stuff, but other than that, I could see her maybe taking on the Batgirl role, probably in Season 4, if I had to guess. She's going to be the new Batgirl. But other than, I don't know what they're going to do with her. I guess she's going to be doing this sort of outsiders teamwork outside of the Justice League and Young Justice team. I guess they're just called the team. They don't call them the Young Justice team, but whatever. Anyway, so, I don't think she's part of that team. I think she's just part of Tim's team. So she hasn't really done much. Fingers crossed that we get more development of her, because this is, I think, the first time she's ever been in animation. So, yeah, I hope we get to see some more cool stuff. And then I guess we might as well talk about Orphan, because she's another one that's a mystery. We don't know anything about her. She's just called Orphan, which is very strange. She is Cassandra Cain, I think is her name. I might have got that wrong. I know her name's Cassandra, but I know that her and I think Batwoman have similar names. I don't want to mix those up, but she's also a Batgirl at some point. So I think that's who that is. I'm not 100% sure, because, Young Justice hasn't really done much of anything with her. They haven't even said her name. There's Orphan, So I do believe that that's who that... she looks an awful lot like her. She later becomes another Batgirl after Stephanie Brown. So eventually another Batgirl in the works there. But in the meantime, it's another character we haven't seen much of. But it is still cool that we do get to see her. We also have Batwoman, who was literally shown off for 5 seconds and never seen again. She was part of the Justice League, and then she left. So there's nothing really there. She just kind of came and went. It's a nice little Easter egg, but, not really much with her. A lot of the Justice League team members, or really just the older superheroes, they don't really do much in Young Justice, because obviously that's not the point. So I don't really see her doing much of anything, but, yeah, that's cool that she's there, And then last but not least, Damian Wayne. Of course, he was shown. He's obviously not going to be in this season much of any, because he's a baby, but they could genetically grow him in Season 4, and he could be the new Robin. I'm assuming what's going to happen is that Tim will be Red Robin in Season 4, or he could still be Robin. I don't know. And they have Damian come in, so it might be a transition thing as well, where he's Robin in Season 4, Damian comes in, then Tim's like, oh, I'm not going to be Robin anymore. Well, anyway, guys, I think that's about it. promises for Damian Wayne. They could do the Super Sons in the future, considering they already have Jonathan Kent and Damian Wayne, and they're both infants. I think that they're definitely going to do that, which will be really cool. But other than that, I think I hit every Batfamily member. Of course, Batman's in the show, but we only need to talk about him, So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool Batman stuff. They obviously like Batman. I would like to see them do their own Batman show at some point. I think that'd be really cool. But we'll just have to wait and see. I think that creative team is really cool, and I really wish that they would let them do more, let them do a Justice League series, perhaps. That would be really cool as well. But anyway, that's all I have for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to thumbs it up. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and click the notification bell. And comment below what your thoughts are and what you hope to see in Young Justice in the future. That's all I have for now, and I will catch you guys later.